Kevin Nagani back with you here on SportsCenter. We're following breaking news in the NFL today. The Vikings have fired GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah after 4 seasons. They just gave him an extension last offseason, but Minnesota finished 9-8. They missed the playoffs, and they fell short on the draft over the last 4 years and missed the mark at quarterback. And that is a big storyline, especially the quarterback that was a Viking a year ago is now with the Seahawks. After going 14-3 last season with Sam Darnold, they let him walk to play J.J. McCarthy. Minnesota fell from 6th in passing offense in 2024 to 29th this past season, one of 2 NFL teams to throw more picks than touchdowns, along with the Browns. Let's bring back our NFL brain trust, Mina Kimes and Ben Solak. Ben, how much did letting Sam Darnold go play a factor in Adofo-Mensah's firing?
It had to, right? And especially because of the timing of this. Adofo-Mensah gets let go while he's in Mobile at the Senior Bowl doing the general manager job. Meanwhile, Sam Darnold's preparing for that Super Bowl. It's got to be, too visceral to watch his ownership to see the guy who got away be so successful. Now, there's other body of work concerns. The Vikings have the 2nd lowest cap space in 2026, in large part because of big free agent deals that were signed and were largely unsuccessful. The draft and develop program obviously has not been great in Minnesota, starting with quarterback J.J. McCarthy. And so it's not all because of the Sam Darnold thing, but yeah, it's a little bit because of the Sam Darnold thing.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with Ben, and I think the timing is evidence of this, right? Like, you're coming off of primetime game, Sam Darnold's best performance, arguably, of the season. It's impossible not to think that that weighed into it. Now, I'm of the mind that that should have weighed into it less than the performance of JJ and the drafts more generally. But let's be real here. If JJ McCarthy had been an average quarterback, I think Kwesi would still have his job because the defense remained as good. They were 3rd in DVOA. This was still a playoff caliber roster, but they didn't even get average level quarterback play out of their rookie, or now he's not a rookie anymore, a 2nd-year quarterback, and that's ultimately why they ended up in this situation. Yeah,
that quarterback room also had Daniel Jones, too, a year ago. So a lot of question marks here for the Vikings moving forward. Let's stay in the NFC. One big question mark was answered in Philadelphia yesterday as the Eagles, they hired Sean Mannion as their OC. And then today, they added former Bucs OC Josh Grizzard as their passing game coordinator. Ben, what will they bring to Philly's offense here?
Something new. I mean, this is a McVay disciple, right, in Sean Mannion, and then more of a Mike McDaniel, Kyle Shanahan guy there in Josh Grizzard. We have not seen those influences in the Eagles offense under Nick Sirianni for Jalen Hurts over the course of their time together. So we should expect more under center, more play action, maybe Grizzard's background from McDaniel leads to some creativity in the running game, but we shouldn't expect anything too strongly. Both of these coaches are extremely young and very green for the NFL level. That means they don't have that strong DNA, this is how I do things. There should be a lot of collaborative meeting between those two and Sirianni over the course of the offseason to figure out what exactly we want this offense to look like for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I echo what Ben said about just outside ideas being the key win here. You mentioned some of the modern things they do. Josh Grizzard in Tampa, both this year and last as a 3rd down guy. Lots of motion, which is, of course, something we haven't seen in Philadelphia. And one thing I'll mention about Mannion that I like, it's always hard to know who's responsible for what. He was the quarterback's coach, and Jordan Love's ascent preceded him. But I will say, watching what Malik Willis did in the Green Bay Packers offense with him was very encouraging, particularly because I think there's a lot of similarities between Malik Willis and Jalen Hurts. So he has experience working with a similar quarterback, understanding strengths and limitations. I think that could serve him well in Philadelphia.
Thank you guys for putting me in a good mood. It's great to have you guys make us feel
not practiced today because of an illness. He's been dealing with a shoulder issue as well. When he wasn't spotted, red flags went off. We're 9 days away from Super Bowl 60. Mike Reese is in Foxborough covering the Patriots. Our Lindsay Theory, she's in Seattle, of course, covering the Seahawks. And let's start in Foxborough. And Mike, what can you tell us about Drake May and his absence today at practice?
So, Brian, Mike Vrabel said that Drake May did not practice today due to an illness. This comes one day after he was limited in practice due to his right shoulder. But I can tell you that May was at the facility today. He did take part in meetings, but it was Vrabel that decided to keep him off the practice field.
He did not practice, no. It was illness and shoulder. Illness? I'm sorry. Illness and shoulder.
much did he practice yesterday, Mike? Tell us.
However you label limited, that's how much he practiced. It wasn't full, and so if it's not full, it has to be down as limited. So I don't know what percentage of the normal work, but it's pretty clear that if you're not, you don't take the normal reps or whatever you would normally take. So it wasn't that much.
The Patriots had 2 practices this week. Vrabel says that the game plan is in for first, second, and third down. They will be off on Saturday, and then they travel to the Bay Area on Sunday. They will have 4 practices leading into the Super Bowl, and all eyes will be on Drake May and how much he throws.
Yeah, well, let's go to the Seattle side. Lindsay, what do we need to know from the Seattle side today?
Amina, the Seahawks took the practice field about 40 minutes ago. A very, I should say, a very appropriate music choice. That's the word I'm looking for. The final countdown blaring from the speakers. It's a routine practice, the heaviest practice load of the week for the Seahawks today. Jackson Smith and Jigba telling me at this point it's starting to settle in, and it really does just feel like a normal week of practice. Now, as Sam Darnold took the field, I had to get one question in, asked him how much he was going to throw today. Darnold telling me, I can't answer that. Luckily, we did also talk with his head coach just a few minutes before that, and he revealed a little bit more about Darnold's plan.
Well, it's just day by day, and how we're going to operate. And that's what we've done the last 2 weeks, and so that's what we'll keep on doing. But you put timetables on things. I mean, he's gonna play in the game. It's just how to handle, what's the best thing to do every day with that in mind. That's how we're going to treat it.
He's just going to be the Sam Darnold that he has been his entire life. And I've talked about a lot, the adversity and all the things that he's gone through, all the things that he's learned. And it's like, man, he continues to grow, take the positives and be able to move towards those and not be stuck in the negatives and things like that.
And Amina, I can tell you, as they prepare for a Super Bowl now 9 days away, this feels like a pretty loose group, perhaps because of the rally cry provided by their head coach, Mike McDonald, after that NFC Championship game on the podium, and now a viral moment saying, "We did not care." Well, several of his players now walk around the team facility, and if ever they need a light moment, they just start saying, "We did not care."
That's good stuff. Both teams, by the way, jump on a plane, head to Santa Clara this weekend. Super Bowl Media Day comes on Monday. Mike, Lindsay, thank you very much.
All right, to the second thing you need to know, the Vikings have fired their general manager, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, after just giving him an extension last offseason. Mensah had spent the week scouting at the Senior Bowl in Alabama. The team said in a statement it was in the best interest of the team to move forward with new leadership. Minnesota finished 9-8 this season and missed the playoffs. NFL reporter Jeremy Fowler with us right now. And Jeremy, this news broke just hours ago. So how did the Vikings come to this decision?
I mean, several factors here. So they didn't get it done at the quarterback spot.
Right.
Their plan over the last year did not work. They had a chance to re-sign Sam Darnold, didn't. Re-sign Daniel Jones, didn't. Sign Aaron Rodgers, who wanted to be there, didn't. They rolled with J.J. McCarthy. It didn't hit. They spent a lot of money trying to support a rookie quarterback. So that plan ultimately failed. And look, he's a non-traditional GM. Didn't have a scouting background. My sense is, talking to sources, that he was never truly accepted there by some of the old football lifers in the building. There were rumors of a power dynamic between himself and Kevin O'Connell, the head coach. I was told that Adofo-Mensah felt that he was good with O'Connell leading into the end here, but he was not completely blindsided by this decision. He knew it was a results-based business, and they ultimately were okay, but not great, didn't get it done.
Because people from the outside are going to look at this and say, oh, they didn't sign Sam Darnold. He's now in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy missed, 6 games or 7 games, and QBR rating of 34.
Yeah, the timing of Darnold being in the Super Bowl is not great. I don't think that was ultimately what was the factor here. It was a combination of the quarterback body of work. They just never really nailed it in the last 4 years and got solidified play there going for the next couple years. That, in the future, where are you going to be a quarterback? They don't really know yet. That's a big issue.
Yep.
And they're just sort of in limbo. So O'Connell stays, Adofo-Mensah's out.
Well, we'll see. By the way, the Vikings currently have the 18th overall pick